Public service announcement to all of my handheld console gaming friends. If you didn't know it already, it is possible to live stream your gameplay from these devices to places like Twitch and YouTube. But the question that always comes up is, what do you need to actually set this up in the best quality possible like a professional would? Well, that's what brings us to today's video. And since it is so portable and you can take these things anywhere, right? We're gonna only use the items within this backpack.
It's all in here.
Just to prove the point that if you need to take your gaming console stream setup on the go, you can do it. So let's get to it. I ended up weighing this backpack and it came in at basically 22 pounds. Not an ideal amount of weight to put on your back, but if you gotta take your streaming equipment with you, what choice do you have? So first up, we have our handheld gaming console, which is the Asus ROG Ally X, an absolute beast of a gaming handheld. And if we're being honest, this thing is basically a gaming PC. The next item in here is considered to be the second gaming handheld console I have, but this is the iPad Air M2. And you'll see later in this video how you can interchange different gaming handhelds that are USB-C compatible with this setup. We have a pair of headphones here. This is a non-exciting item in the setup build, but it's kind of necessary. We need an extension cord. So yes, you will need to find a power outlet if you're out and about to optimally run this setup. Up next, in order to get the gameplay picture from these devices into OBS or Streamlabs desktop, we have our laptop here, which is my handy dandy M1 MacBook Pro. To go with the laptop, we have a USB-C charger for it. In this little sack, I have a bag full of berries. I'm just kidding, they're not berries. We have a microphone. This is the Elgato Wave 3. Now, it is nice to be seen. So for our face cam, we're using the Insta360 Link 2. Also have a little tripod here to go along with it. And that will allow us to stabilize this anywhere we want, really. Very cool. I have one more item within this magical berry pouch. Here it is. This is the AverMedia Extra Go gaming capture card. This device is literally built for recording and capturing your handheld gaming content. This can be set up with or without a computer, since you can tap the front button of this device to start and stop recording gameplay to an SD card. You can also connect a mouse and keyboard, which I happen to also have in this bag. Here's a mouse pad. And one more thing in this backpack we need to unveil is a gaming monitor with its cables. Okay, so I'm gonna set up everything on this table, moving items from my left side to the right side here. Starting off with my M1 Max MacBook Pro computer. I'm gonna make sure that this is turned on and has power connected to it. I'm then gonna take my gaming handheld. We'll put the iPad to the side right now. Grab the capture card, and you're gonna wanna make sure you take the USB-C to USB-C cable that came with this capture card and plug in the side that says 1 into the USB-C slot with the gaming console identification on it. The other side of that cable, we're gonna plug into the Asus ROG Ally X here. Now, I do also have a power adapter for the Asus ROG, but we're gonna use it on the capture card so that there's less wires coming out of the handheld. All right, I'm getting tired of all this stuff sitting on the table. Clean space. All right, the next thing you guys are gonna wanna do is take a USB-C to USB-C cable and plug this into the USB-C slot with the laptop icon on the capture card, and take the other end of that cable and plug that into your laptop or computer. What I have here is the UPerfect 18-inch 2K portable gaming monitor. It has a 1 millisecond response time, and on Windows machines, I'm able to play in 120 hertz. It's super easy to set up. Just open it like a book, and you can just set it on these grooves to position and stabilize the monitor. Now we just need to plug in the power source of this monitor, and then the HDMI cable, which we can plug directly into the back of this capture card in the HDMI slot. And then we plug the other end of that HDMI cable into the monitor. Now, as nice and beautiful as this monitor is, it should be noted that having an external display is not a requirement to be able to stream using this setup. I just added this in as it would enable my handheld console to be used more like a PC. Both the mouse and the keyboard are wireless, and I can just plug the adapters for these devices into this capture card via the USB 3.0 slot on the back of it. And these will work as if it was a gaming computer. You guys will see it all in action in just a moment. Up next, we have our microphone and our webcam, which I could use some extra slots on my laptop for. So I do have this USB-C adapter from Moken that I typically like to use. One more thing with the wire to add, and that's our headphones. And these can either be plugged into the monitor if you're using one that has an audio jack like mine does, or you can plug them into your computer so that you can hear your game audio as well as Discord, Spotify, and stream alerts. Up in front of me now, I have a blank Streamlabs desktop project canvas. If you're using the software OBS Studio, you're gonna see something similar to this, and the steps that we're gonna walk through are practically identical. Links to both of these applications are in the description below. To get our gameplay feed into this software, we're first gonna wanna select one of our scenes. I have one here called gameplay, and then you're gonna wanna go to the right of that to where it says sources. Select the plus button here, and you're gonna wanna find the video capture device source. Select that, add source. You can name this whatever you like. We're gonna name it Aver Media Go. Add the source, and then within the device drop down here, you're gonna wanna find the capture card that you have connected to your computer. This is mine right here, so I'm gonna select that, and when you do that, you should see your gameplay picture pop up on the screen. Now, if you want to adjust the resolution and FPS of this capture card source, what you can do is, instead of using the preset, we're gonna deselect that and then go to our resolution drop down and choose the resolution that we want. Picture here is obviously too small as it is. So the first thing I'm gonna wanna do is right click, go to transform, and then go to fit to screen. So that way it is flush with the entire canvas that I have. And then the other thing we're gonna wanna check is by going to our settings and then going to video, we're gonna wanna make sure that our base canvas resolution matches the output resolution of the capture card. These two need to be aligned so that way your quality is consistent. That goes for the FPS value down here as well. If all that looks good, you can go ahead and select done, and we can move on to the next thing, which is adding our face cam to this project. So to do that, we're gonna wanna go back to our sources by selecting that plus button. We're gonna add another video capture device source, add the source. This time it's gonna be a new source instead, not an existing one. We can name this one Insta 360 Link 2, and then same thing again, we're gonna select that device drop down, and then we're gonna wanna choose our webcam that we have connected to our computer, which is mine right there. We can use the preset if we want, or I want my quality to be a little bit higher here for the face cam, even though we're shrinking it down. I'll choose 1080p here. I think that looks pretty good. We'll select done, and then I'm gonna take these corners, drag it on in, and position this face cam where I'd like, kind of like it here. I'm also gonna readjust the face cam itself so that I have the ideal positioning all together. And now one thing I can do to bring in the sides and the top and bottom of this webcam is by pressing the Option key or the Alt key if you're on Windows, and then I can just find the edge and bring these on in. Just like that. I think that's looking pretty good. The next important thing we want to add to this is our audio. Let's start off with our game audio. To add that in, we're going to want to focus within the scene that we're in. So we're going to add another source here, and then we're going to add an audio input capture source. Select the add source option, name this whatever you like. We'll go with game audio, add source. And this is gonna pop up a window where you can select the device drop down and then choose the capture card again, because that's where the audio is flowing through. So now when we get out of that window, you'll see that our game audio is coming through right here on the mixer. Now it is coming through quite loud right now. It's peeking into the yellow. And typically I want that to be a little bit less. So I'm gonna put it around the 0.7 mark here. So that way when we add our microphone audio, which to do that, we're gonna go to our settings and then go to audio. Within here, we're gonna find our mic auxiliary device, select this drop down, and this is where we can choose the Elgato Wave 3 mic that we plugged into the laptop here. Once I do that, I can go ahead and select done, and we're gonna see that audio coming through right into the mixer. Now, luckily, because this microphone is so amazing, it has built-in clip guard features to where it's not gonna peak, but you guys might be using a different microphone where it might be stretching into the yellow, high yellow, or the red area. And in that case, you're gonna wanna bring that down. That way your microphone audio and game audio are happy and balanced. As for listening to my audio using this Rode headset I have here, I can either continue to listen through the monitor, and I don't have to change anything here. But if I want to listen to Spotify or hear people on Discord, then I'm gonna need to listen to my game audio through the computer. So in order to do that, you're gonna wanna go to your mixer, go to the right-hand side where you see the Open Advanced Audio Settings, select that, and you're gonna wanna find the capture card audio source. That would be right here where it says game audio. Let's select that drop down, and then we're gonna go to audio monitoring. And right now, monitoring the audio is off, but we're gonna wanna set that to monitor and output. So that way we can hear the game audio as well as have it recorded all at the same time. So with that said, let's give this handheld console gaming streaming setup a bit of a test and see how well it works.
Oh my God. I don't think so, man. You don't just hop in my box like that and don't expect to get punished, my friend. I don't think so. Now let me finish drinking my potion. Oh, we're chilling, bro. We're chilling. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This gun's actually pretty lethal. Good night. Okay, bro, I see you. Guess what? I can do that too. I can do that too, bro. Nice try though. Think you all that, bro? You think you all that? Switch cars. Oh, he blew up! Get out of here, man. Get out. Right now, we are playing Five Nights at Freddy's 4 on keyboard and mouse through the handheld and the capture card. We almost made it through night 1, and I just... Oh! I thought I made it through the night. Nope.
Now, as promised, I did switch out the Asus ROG to game on my iPad Air M2, and the experience was exactly the same, just with a different gaming handheld.
Okay. That does not look like Trey Young.
All of the tech items that I showcased in this video are linked in the description below via my affiliate link, so they do help out the channel if you do buy through them. Thank you guys so much for staying to the very end. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.